Burns opposed to Kelly in the ruck. Burns up over him, wins the tap down to Hutchinson, who forces it forward, and Rodder comes through, who's taken high in a pretty nasty bump. First kick of the game going down to Rodder there. Hutchinson on the ball, kicks it forward into the forward 50, and a beautiful mark up forward by Verboon in front of his opposing Salusa. Verboon lining up, first shot on goal for this grand final. Sets sail, and it's a beautiful kick straight through the middle. And Stony Creek off to a flyer, 1 goal, 6, and Wonthaggi yet to score. To be pinned there, Paul Brosnan. Vanderplum wins the free kick for holding the ball, and quick to play on, and finds Lucas McMillan with the one hand. Thank you very much at the top of the goal square. And he slots that one through, so the second for Stony Creek, 2 goals 4, 16 to 1 goal straight 6. Finds Burns, who forces a kick forward, and Rodder, who was in everything early, runs onto the footy, and he finds some space wide to boot and forces the ball forward. McMillan in a one-on-one contest again, and there aren't going to be too many that are going to get beaten. Very nicely into the game. Squares the ball up, looking for Shields. Well-balanced kick off the boot, and the crowd likes it behind the big sticks. And that's another one for Stony Creek. They've moved on to 3 goals 4, 22 to 1 goal straight, 6 points. Quillen, the coach out there, be no doubt settling the charges down. Burns up yet again, tries to find the goal kicker in Shields, but unaware of it. Aaron Ware gets the ball forward with a nice little handball. Vanderplum runs onto it. A knock off the ball, sees, I think it's Andrews down, and he's not very healthy at the moment. The trainers are out attending to him. Can't take the mark, but some crummers there in Rodder, across the middle of the ground. He forces it out wide. Fleming's running on. He's got a paddock there, and very well supported by McQuillan, who offered a great shepherd. And he's having a kick from inside 50, and another 6-pointer for Stony Creek. Certainly out of the blocks. 4 goals 4, 28 to 1 goal 2-8. Burns forces the ball forward with strength. Running onto it was Rodder, with Wells gets him a high one, and Rodder is down. Stone runs onto it. Rodder's still down at the moment. And a nice marking defence from Mailing. Kick finds Vanderplum, who would go over the top of Mailing and spot up Verboon, who's about 30 metres out on a reasonably tight angle. And that's a beautiful kick off the boot, and the goal umpire did not have to move, and we've got 5 goals 5, 35. Stony Creek to 2 goals 3, 15, Wonthaggi Power. Kick looking for Verboon with Asalusa in pursuit. Nice contest there with Vanderplum wearing one height. McQuillan and Gilliland were at it on the ground, with Vanderplum coming away from the ball with the ball, and a shot on goal, just showing a little bit of the breeze there. I'm sure he'll say it was a spot-up kick to McMillan, but certainly it was a shot on goal. McMillan takes the mark, turns around, snaps the goal, and it's a great goal from Stony Creek. Quick to play on, a handball out wide to Vanderplum, who looks for Davies, who's knocked off the footy by Zoanetti. Jones quickly onto it, fumbling the ball right on the boundary line, but taken a little bit high, and King for holding the ball. He was taken a little bit high on that occasion, not sure if the umpire was on test. Fullback, Young gets the ball out. Salusa barges his way through, but he's also pinged, and it's a throw, and Stony Creek looks set to be kicking for their 7th goal of the grand final. I think it's Stone out there who might have the ball. Stone. And from 15 out on a slight angle, he slots it through beautifully. Yes, it was Stone. A fantastic tackle there, deep in defence. He sets sail with his right foot. And it falls a little bit short, but McMillan takes a beautiful mark in the goal square, up against a couple of quality Wonthaggi Power opponents. First team to settle well into this second half of football usually is the one to kick away with a bit of a game, and certainly McMillan kicks that one. 8-5, 53 to 5-6, 36. Set him up and kicks the ball forward. Davies, a big push out, but unnoticed by the umpire. Vanderplum throws it onto the outside of his right foot, but McMillan takes a beautiful one-handed mark. His second for the game. Very clever play by Vanderplum. And another goal there for the Creekers. Nice long kick looking for Verboon up there, but 2-on-1 wins the ball down, and a beautiful handball finding Shields. It's almost within range for him, and a good opportunity here. Sets sail from near on the boundary line, looking for McMillan, who's one out, and yet again takes a fantastic mark in front of goals. This will be the third for the quarter for him, right in front of the big sticks. Coming off, McQuillan coming off, Rodder coming on, Mayling coming off for the Power, and Brosnan coming on as Johnson forces the ball forward. A great little kick out of the contest, and they've found a free kick, Kemp has, and it's coming back to Stony Creek. They went on to kick the goal, but the ball's been brought right back. I think it was for high contact, and it's going for Boone's way. As he sets sail, he likes it off the boot, and they're celebrating. The Creekers are up and about 11 goals, 5, 71 to 69-45. 26 points the margin as we have a look down, and it's up again. Veer with Sorensen from behind, punches it forward, and Rodder crumbing and bursting straight through, straight to Stone on the hands. Stone gets wrapped up, but gets his handball away, finding Shields, who's taking his second bounce up forward, doesn't go back and kicks into the man on the mark. Shields mops it up, takes on the Wonthaggi opposition, and a lovely kick forward finds Rodder. As Rodder searches and kicks the ball forward in a one-on-one with McMillan. McMillan again takes a strong contested mark. Lines up and kicks the goal. 12-6-78 to 6-9-45. So 33-point margin going into time on in the third quarter. Sorensen getting over the top of Burns in this last quarter, and a good handball forward from Hutchinson to Rodder. Rodder swings onto the right foot, kicks it forward, looking for McMillan up there in front of the sticks. He drops the mark. Asalusa does well, but bursting through the pack, Fleming, who runs into an open goal and kicks truly. He's celebrating with the crowd. And Stony Creek have got themselves another nice little buffer, 4 goals. He does. Kicks the ball forward, looking for McMillan. McMillan takes the mark right on the 50-metre arc. Too far out to kick the goal, but looks inside and looks for Stone. Stone, it's 1-on-4 down there, but finds Rodder. Rodder running into goals. And Rodder kicks the goal. Could be the sealer for Stony Creek. The crowd roars for Stony Creek. Milling into the game, and the ball goes up. Burns gets the tap out. Goes forward after a quick kick from Johnson. And the siren sounded. The siren has sounded. A huge victory to Stony Creek Lion Footy Club. 2009 premiers of the Alberton Football League. 14 goals, 10-94 to Wonthaggi Power, last year's premiers. 11 goals, 14-80 as the crowd rushes onto the ground to celebrate with the Stony Creek Lions. A terrific effort by the Wonthaggi Power Footy Club for the season, and a gallant attempt in the last quarter to draw back that huge lead that they gave Stony Creek at three-quarter time. But well done, the Creekers, on a fine victory and hanging on to win this year's premiership.